Now we can slow it down a little bit for some poetry. Please welcome Helen.
When I was a kid, I used to make pork chops and curry chops from the same place. I thought they were both pork chops. And because my grandmother thought it was cute, because they were my favorite, she let me keep doing it. Not really a big deal. But one day, before I realized jackets weren't designed to climb trees, I fell off a tree, bruised the right side of my back. I didn't want to tell my grandmother about it because I thought I'd get in trouble for playing somewhere I shouldn't have been. A few days later, the gym teacher noticed the bruise and got sent to the principal's office. From there, I was sent to a small room with a really nice lady who asked me all kinds of questions about my life at home. That's not a reason to lie. As far as I was concerned, I was pretty good. I told her I remember sat in my grandmother used to karate chops. This led to a full-scale investigation, and I was removed from the house for 3 days. Until they finally decided to ask me how I got the bruises. News of this silly little story quickly spread through the school, and I remember my first name, pork chop. To this day, I hate pork chops. I'm not the only kid who grew up this way. Surrounded by people who used to say that rhyme about sticks and stones, as if broken bones were more than the words we got called, and we got called them all. So we grew up believing no one would ever fall in love with us, that we'd be lonely forever. So broken heartstrings bled the blues as we tried to empty ourselves so we'd feel nothing. Don't tell me that hurts less than a broken bone. That an ingrown life is something surgery can simply cut away. There's no way for her metastasize it does. She was 8 years old. Our first day in grade 3 when she got called ugly. We both got moved to the back of the class so we didn't stop getting bombarded by spitballs, but the school hallways were a battleground. We found ourselves outnumbered day after wretched day. We used to stay inside for recess because outside was worse. Outside we had to rehearse running away or standing still like statues, giving no clues that we were there in grade 5. They taped a sign to the front of her desk that read, "Beware of dog." To this day, despite a loving husband, she thinks she is beautiful. And because of her birthmark, it takes a little less than half her face. The kids used to say she looked like a wrong answer someone tried to erase but couldn't quite get the job done. But they'll never understand that she's raising 2 kids whose definition of beauty begins with the word mom. Because they see her heart before they see her skin. Because she's always ever been amazing. He was a broken branch grafted onto a different family tree, adopted. Not because his parents opted for a different destiny. He was 3 when he became a mix of 1 part left alone and 2 parts tragedy. He started therapy in 8th grade, had a personality made up of tests and pills, made it like the uphills were mountains and the downhills were cliffs, 4 fists, suicidal, a tidal wave of antidepressants, and an adolescent thing called Papa. 1 part because of the pills, and 99 parts because of the cruelty. He tried to kill himself in grade 10 when a kid who could still go home to mom and dad had the audacity to tell him, "Get over it." As if depression is something that can be remedied by any of the contents found in first aid kit. To this day, a stick of TNT lit for both ends can describe to you in detail the way the sky bends the moments before it's about to fall. And despite an army of friends who are calm and inspiration, remains a conversation piece between people who can't understand. Sometimes being drug-free has less to do with addiction and more to do with sanity. We weren't the only kids who grew up this way. Surrounded by people who grew up this way. To this day, kids are still being called names. The classics were, "Hey stupid," "Hey spaz." It seems like every school has an arsenal of names getting updated every year. And if a kid breaks into school and no one chooses to hear, do they make a sound? Or is it just background noise of the soundtrack stuck on repeat? Or is it when people say things like kids can be cruel? Every school was a big talk service center. And the pecking order from acrobats to lion tamers, from clowns to carnies, all these miles ahead of who we were freaks. Lobster claw boys and bearded ladies, oddities showing impression, loneliness, playing solitaire, spin the bottle, trying to kiss the little parts of ourselves and heal. But at night, when all the others slept, we kept walking the tightrope as practice, and yet some of us fell. What if I told you that all of this was just debris, left over from when we decided to smash all the things we thought we were? And if you can't see anything beautiful about yourself, get a better mirror. Look a little closer. Stare a little longer, because there's something inside you despite everyone that told you to quit. You built a cast around your broken heart inside yourself. You said that they were wrong. Because maybe you didn't belong to a group or a clique. Maybe you decided to pick you last for basketball or everything. Maybe you got bruises and broken teeth to show and tell but never told. Because how can you stand your ground when everyone around you decides to bury you beneath it? You have to believe that they were wrong. They have to be wrong. Why else would you still be here? You grew up cheering on the underdog because you see yourselves in them. We stem from a root planted in the belief that we were not what we were told. We are not abandoned cars sitting stalled out and empty in some highway, and if we are, do not worry. We just got up and walked for gas. We are graduating members of the class of We Made It. And are the faded echoes crying out names will never hurt me? Of course they did. But our lives will always ever be a balancing act that has less to do with pain and more to do with beauty.